back to Wayland Wires, old iron. Boy, been a week. Yeah, I finally got to work on the old burn victim, the old Phoenix, rising from the ashes. Been pretty intense on that for the last 3 or 4 days. Let's get into this video and see what's been happening around here. Alright, let's do it. Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Wayland Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel. Okay guys, just a little recap here. As most of you know, a while back my 1973 C20 caught on fire, and you can see the damage here. There was a pinhole and a little rubber gas line under the carburetor, between the carburetor and the filter. And it was squirting down on the manifold, so you see what happened. We'll just take a look under the hood here and show you some of that damage. And you can see the damage here. The windshield washer pump is burnt and the firewall is burnt. The breather's crispy. Yeah, it was kind of bad. Got it put out, but the damage was already done. My foreman Victor was still here at the time, and he helped me push it in at the shop, and well, we yanked the engine out of it. Let's take a look. You can see there's a little bit of smoke residue there on the inner fenders, but most of the damage is on the firewall. Melted the distributor, and wow, it just really made a big mess. Not good. You know, when something like this happens, there's only one thing to do, and that's just dive in and fix it. You know, you got a problem, just fix it, because you sure don't want it sitting around in that condition. I mean, I'd hate to walk out behind my shop and see that every day. Why, I just wouldn't want to live like that. Well, I think that's pretty much where we left off. Victor went to Mexico and I went to work. So let's just take a look and see what's going on. I got this FedEx package in the mail. So this is what he sent me. And I gave him a call and told him thanks for the gift and the kind words, and I will mount this on that truck somewhere. I don't know where yet. We've got to get a new breather, so maybe on the breather, maybe on the dash somewhere in the cab. I don't know, but it will definitely go on this truck. So what a kind gesture. I really appreciate that. Well, I'm sorry to say, I have not worked on this truck hardly at all since the last video. I did just a little bit of sanding initially, but then, you know, just things come up. This old truck, you know, I got thinking about it. It was painted a different color when I got it. It was a real dark, deep red. It wasn't the original color. It was this color under the hood. So that was once, and then I got it and restored it when my son was a baby, and he's 36. That baby's 36 years old. And then I restored it again about 20 years later, and then it got wrecked, and restored it again, and now this. So this is about 4 or 5 times this thing has, well, the first one you can't really count that. That was just a paint job, but at least 4 times this thing has risen from the ashes. So that Phoenix will definitely go in here somewhere. Maybe on, I'm thinking on top of the breather. I don't know. That's the idea that strikes me. But I got to go into town. But I'm going to try and get some primer on that firewall today. Now, I didn't do a really, well, you know, I worked at it, but it could always be better, right? You know, I didn't do a tremendous job prepping that firewall. But I tell you what, I did a much better job than Halverson Auto Body did. Yeah, I worked on this a while last night, but I didn't film much of it because, well, first of all, it's just sanding. I mean, who wants to see that? And second of all, I had the music cranked up. Boy, YouTube don't like that. Somebody put them on with a rattle gun. Dang it. Ah, no, I'm nervous. I'm gonna heat them up. Just don't want to snap them off. No, I'm not gonna do it. I've been around long enough to know better, so I better just do better. Well, I didn't have a camera rolling. But that bottom one, boy, it turned out really easy. So let's see if this one does. Oh yeah. Tell you what, a little heat goes a long ways, fellas. You got something stuck like that. The reason I'm doing this, I want to put a new front seal in this transmission while I got this thing apart. Now this engine is not leaking. The only place I saw leaking was right there. You can see it's seeping just a little bit right there, but it's not even running down. So I think this has got a one-piece oil pan gasket on it. But at any rate, this thing's gonna be a chore to clean up, but I'm gonna peck away at it. It's not gonna look brand new. You know, in this engine bay is not gonna look brand new either, but I'm not building a show truck. I'm building my truck. And there's ain't much left original on it anyway, so you know, the cab and the front clip is about it. Well, we'll leave those top bolts in until I get this thing up and get the dust cover off and the torque converter loose. Well, that'll be fun to put back on by myself, won't it? Ah! Ah! Get up there. Behave yourself. I'm thinking, if my memory serves me, I'm thinking I built this thing about 30 years ago. You know, I've got a store-bought version out here. It's probably a Harbor Freight one. And the engine only sits about like this when you get it up on there, you know, top of it. Well, this thing's up there where you can work on it. How do you get this bolted up here? Well, oh, you're way up here where you're not hurting your back to work on things. So, and it's pretty skookum too. Pretty heavy duty, in case y'all don't know what skookum means. Man, that thing rolls so easy. I would agree with that. There's only so much you can do on these old aluminum intakes once they get dirty, but a brown Scotch-Brite will take off all that oxidation. But so I'm gonna clean it up as best I can, but you know, at the end of the day, like I said, it's not a show truck. It's not a trailer queen, that's for sure. Thanks, bud. Did a good job. This podunk little town where I live, it's only got 2 paint stores, automotive paint stores, and neither one of them have the capability of putting paint in an aerosol can. So I've got this thing. Now, people say it works pretty well. I don't know. I anticipate operator failure. Well, I don't really recommend Prevost sprayer system for painting your firewall or any other part of your car. Now, I don't know anything about painting. It's just my observation, because I thought it was such a small amount. I thought, well, just use aerosol, you know. Well, it laid down a real thick orange peel pattern. I don't know. I've got enough to shoot it 2 or 3 more times, and I bought a half a pint, and I spent 131 bucks just on paint and hardener and stuff. So, you know, that's the way it goes. First your money, then your clothes. But anyway, I'm gonna see what it looks like in the morning, and I can tell I got a couple thin spots there. I'm gonna have to mix up another batch, but I may try to do a little color sanding on it first before I do that. Really, what I'm painting, you can't see hardly at all once the motor's in there, and once the screen is on top of the cowl there, and then once the hood's on, you just don't see this stuff. This guy, nah, I wouldn't waste my time. They're cheap. They're really cheap. I think they're about $5 for the whole deal. There's a reason why they're cheap. So once I got out my old Harbor Freight paint gun, things went a whole lot better. Yeah, I do own a paint gun. I know it's been a well-kept secret on this channel, but I do own a paint gun. Okay, so thanks to this pathetic orange peel shooting a little piece of junk right here, I had to sand the whole thing down to bare metal and start over. Well, I didn't have to do the firewall, just the top of the cowl, but it was an inconvenience. However, once I got my old paint gun out, she laid out pretty nice this time. I can live with that. Now I know I said I was going to take a rattle can and paint that black in about 3 minutes. But then my ADD, my OCD, and a few other abbreviations kicked in, and, well, you see where it took me. Well, boys and girls, the baby's in the cradle. A close-up look of everything here. My last paint job turned out really nice. Once I got Harbor Freight paint gun out and did what I was supposed to do to start with, things went pretty good. But anyway, I still got to come up with a hood. I thought I had a hood. A neighbor of mine moved out of state and he left a truck here until he could come back and get it. Left it here through the winter. And he said, man, if you can use that hood, go ahead, because he's going to rebody that truck. But it's got a couple of pretty good dents in it. And my hood, I don't think my hood is, I mean, I think it might be repairable. I don't think it's warped, is what I started to say. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't oil can or anything. I may sand that down, but the problem with that is there's going to be so much work to clean up this inside with all that bracing on there. But, you know, I don't back down from a challenge, but it'd be nice to not have to deal with that. My friend Stratz up in Waterville's got a sandblaster. I could probably buy some, well, he told me he'd do it, but I could probably buy some sand and go up there and we could take care of that. But I've got another one out here. It's tweaked a little bit. You know how people don't oil the hinges on those square bodies? Not everybody knows you got to keep them lubed up, or they'll pull down the hood and then tweak it, just like this one is right here. And that one's not too bad. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I've worked with metal a little bit. I might be able to straighten that out, but this one over here bothers me. I don't know, it's kinked pretty bad. It runs all the way back into here. So, I don't know, but it'd be a lot easier to prep the underside of that if it would work. Yeah, it's still got the insulation in it, but anyway, that's I guess that's next. Just trying to round up a hood, and I got a lot of wiring to do, and you know, just a ton of stuff to do yet, but I'm only one guy, so I'll just keep after it. Well, it was dumping rain here this morning. It's going to rain again too. I can see up on the ridge. It's probably snowing up there. Oh, beautiful day though. All right, that's enough. Okay guys, that'll do it for this time. Mighty nice of you to stop by. I hope you enjoyed the video. I worked pretty hard making it. So if I've earned your subscription, maybe go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It won't cost you anything. Help me out quite a bit. And you know, I just, as always, I want to say to my family, I love you with all my heart. To you subscribers, I really do. I really do appreciate you. See you next time.